All right, 8th graders, this is to help you with question 5 on CR16. It says to simplify, and then they give you two different numbers in scientific notation and ask that you multiply those numbers together. Okay, and I know it's multiplication because no symbol appears between. There's just parentheses around each, so I know I need to multiply them. So the first thing I need to do is I need to multiply my first factors. Step 1. Multiply first factors. So I have to take 7.01, multiply that by 5. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 7 is 35. Decimal goes over 2 places over. So I know my new first factor will be 35.05. Second step, when multiplying powers of 10. If you're multiplying, keep the base. Our base happens to be 10. And add the exponents. So my step 2 to figure out my second factor in the answer would be to take 10 to the negative 4th and multiply that by 10 to the 2nd. When we're multiplying and they have the same base, we keep that base of 10 and we add those exponents. So I do negative 4 plus 2. Negative 4 plus 2. That becomes 10 to the negative 4 plus 2 would be negative 2. So now I know I have 35.05 times 10 to the negative 2 power. But, well, they don't say to write my final answer in scientific notation. And as I look at all the other possible answers, nobody else has a shot. But let me show you if your teachers did want you to write it back in scientific notation. To write it back in scientific notation, you would have to use Lars. Left, add, right, subtract. So if I have to move that decimal point 1 to the left, I would have to add 1 to my exponent there. So if I did have to put this back in scientific notation, it would become 3.505 times 10 to the negative 1st. Now it doesn't say to write the answer in scientific notation, but maybe on your CR it does. Both of these are simplified answers. However, I'm assuming your teachers will want it back in scientific notation. Only when I rewrote it did I realize letter A would be correct in scientific notation. All right, I hope that helps.